I also didn't participate. I also didn't go to those parties.
Yeah.
So a lot of the celebrity culture that you don't hear saying anything is because they participated to a degree.
Wait, was there a reason you never went to those parties back in the day? Obviously, I know what was going on there, but is there a reason you never did?
I'm just not with all that freaky shit. Like all of the stuff that he's.
Hey, yo, what's up, y'all? It's your boy Diddy. I support T.I the King, and you should too. No Mercy in stores right now. Hey, yo, free T.I. Yo, we waiting for you, Playboy. Yo, go get that album. It's fire. Peace.
You think the reports are true that Diddy put $1 million to kill Tupac? Have you heard about the new reports that came out, the confessions?
Man, don't talk to me about no, I don't want to talk about that.
Okay.
Shit ain't got nothing to do with it.
Okay.
Yo, what is up, drama heads? Buckle up because things are about to get messy. The Diddy scandal is still detonating, and guess who just got caught in the blast radius? Yep, it's T.I, and you know who's leading the charge to throw him under the bus? None other than 50 Cent, of course. Word on the street is 50 is about to drop a documentary that's gonna expose everything. And it looks like Mr. Rubber Band Man might be front and center in the expose. Are the rumors about T.I and Diddy's freaky parties about to go mainstream? Let's dive into this hot mess.
All these folks be having freak off parties, man. I've been to at least 2 T.I freak off parties. And we left because it was too freaking off.
Was there a reason you never went to those parties back in the day? Obviously, I know what was going on there, but is there a reason you never did?
I'm just not with all that freaky shit. Like all of the stuff that he's doing, I'm not into that type of stuff. I'm just a little more, maybe you could say basic or normal. You go to the 90s and Kiki D said they paid him to kill Tupac.
Yeah.
It's a little, like, you get the craziest accusations. You had TMZ created a docuseries that went to Tubi, but the series is saying the downfall of.
Okay, so picture this. Diddy's parties. We've heard whispers, rumors, maybe even seen some blurry pics, but now people are actually talking. And one name keeps popping up when you mention those infamous freak-off bashes, T.I. Clen, Jeezy's ex-road dog, straight up dropped a bomb saying T.I wasn't just sipping cocktails in the corner at these shindigs. Nah, Clen claims T.I was hosting his own freak-off sessions. We're talking silk pajamas, robes, and parties that were apparently too wild even for seasoned partygoers. Remember that story about Diddy in a robe that even made Jeezy say, "Nah, we out"? Yeah, allegedly T.I was right there in the thick of it. Suddenly, those hushed whispers are turning into a full-blown shout.
Like when you walking up to the house, you can see in the house, and you can he had the steps that go up and the long balcony for the upstairs. So when we was there, when we got there, all we seen was Diddy. It's a Diddy party. He's up there in a robe. And no lie, we was gone in 20 minutes. No lie. Jeezy even said, "Let's go." He said, "No, this ain't our type of party." I think he had a robe on with a bunch of people downstairs. What the fuck you got a robe on for, bro?
Damn.
Hey, the story that they say, I believe them.
Like a little set
Diddy hell.
and all that. Yeah.
Diddy hell. He told us.
Has that been the craziest stuff you witnessed at a party? Like Diddy, like something like that. Diddy in a robe or something.
Man, I can tell you some. Man, I can tell you some shit. But we can save it for another time, though.
Hit us one more exclusive, man.
One more exclusive?
Yeah.
Man, all these folks be having freak off parties, man. I've been to at least 2 T.I freak off parties, and we left because it was too freaking off. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, we don't want to be around these motherfuckers. Motherfuckers walk around in silk pajamas and shit. Like, cause see, our crew was different. Our crew was like, our crew wasn't soft. We ain't had no sucker ass, punk ass niggas in our crew.
And who's got the megaphone? Curtis of 50 Cent Jackson, naturally. These two have been beefing longer than some of y'all been alive, and 50 never lets anything slide, especially not when it comes to T.I. Remember the snitching allegations? 50's bringing all that smoke back up, dusting off old receipts and pointing fingers like it's going out of style. 50 Cent is a master of drama, let's be real. He knows how to stir the pot, and he's using this Diddy situation as a prime opportunity to settle old scores. And with his upcoming documentary on Netflix, man, it's looking like T.I might be the main course on 50's revenge menu.
Yeah, I didn't see T.I at a couple of freak parties, man. I remember one thing. I remember we was on a road with T.I. Here goes a story right here. We was on a road with T.I. I ain't gonna call no names. Who did the shit? But nigga, it's after the show. I think we got It's a big ass suite, big hotel suite. I don't know what the fuck going on. Bitches everywhere. Out of nowhere, we two niggas started having an eating pussy contest. No lie. Two niggas started with a lesbian bitch. I swear she was a lesbian. Her girlfriend was there too.
Damn. And
she was in the contest too. Cause it was like, shit, we got some niggas that can eat that pussy better than your girl can.
Damn.
So it went down like that. But anybody was there, remember that shit. If I'm lying, I'm dying. The freak nigga, the first freak off I ever went to was a Big Meech freak-a-leak. And anybody that was back then know about the freak-a-leak at the Eclipse condominiums, man. On Far Road across from the fish market, man. Meech and them used to have freak-a-leaks in that motherfucker. They had the penthouses up in them motherfuckers. That was the first one I ever been to where after we left the strip club 3, 4 in the morning, all the bitches came back to the condo too. And the party kept going.
Damn.
Nigga, all of them.
Now, if you're scratching your head wondering why is 50 always on T.I.'s case, let's rewind to the OG drama, the Crime Stoppers ad. Picture this. T.I., tough-talking rapper, gets popped with serious gun charges, facing potentially 2 decades in the slammer, but then, poof, instead of hard time, he's on TV in a Crime Stoppers PSA telling you to stop crime. The streets were baffled, and 50, he went ballistic. That ad became the ultimate ammo in 50's beef arsenal. In the rap game, especially back then, that Crime Stoppers move was, well, let's just say it wasn't seen as very gangsta.
That can help our mothers, our sisters, our brothers, and our fathers help get the perpetrators who commit crimes against them off the streets. All you got to do is call Crime Stoppers Atlanta. Tips can be anonymous, and there's even a reward. The number to Crime Stoppers Atlanta is 404-577-8477. That's 404-577-TIP. Channel 2, community coverage.
And 50 didn't just whisper about it, he dropped a whole track about it, You So Tough. Lyrical shots fired directly at T.I., questioning how a dude caught with 10 machine guns somehow walked away with basically a slap on the wrist. Get knocked with 10 machine guns, only get 12 months, 50 rapped, leaving absolutely no doubt who he was talking about. The internet went wild, the snitch rumors exploded, and everyone started side-eyeing T.I., wondering how he pulled off that Houdini act with the feds. Plus, the timing was shady AF. T.I. was supposed to perform at the BET Hip Hop Awards in 2007, but then, BAM! Feds swoop in, arrest him hours before the show. Turns out his own bodyguard was an undercover Fed who handed over the guns. Talk about a setup. Of course, T.I. tried to defend himself. He denied snitching, he clapped back at 50, even challenged him to a Versus battle, remember that? He went on the defensive, trying to shut down the rat label that 50 so gleefully slapped on him. But 50? He just kept twisting the knife, reposting the Crime Stoppers ad, dropping lyrical jabs, and generally making T.I.'s life a social media nightmare. T.I. tried to play it cool, tried to act like it didn't bother him, but you could tell it was eating at him. He even tried to throw shade back, hinting that 50 might have some skeletons in his own closet. But let's be real, 50's Teflon when it comes to this kind of stuff.
When they want to try, look, even for me personally, my character never try to attack my character. Just say he a rat or he just a snake. Yeah. All you gotta do is ask him who I told her.
Paperwork.
I ain't never told her no in my life.
Yeah.
In the Prem situation, look at this case. It'll tell you who told her.
Right.
My name ain't in that case.
Innocent or guilty, criminal or citizen, that could get them any time for any crime. Say, look, if it's a, sir, did you see such and such and such, do such and such and such? Oh, wait a minute, only time, the only time.
Show me one place in the federal guidelines where you can have 10 machines and get 1 year of community service and 1 year incarceration.
I said, how you feel when them New York like 50 and all them niggas be trying to do all of those?
I'ma tell you something. When you're fighting the man with no arms, expect to get kicked.
Fast forward to 2020, and even when tragedy struck, 50 found a way to bring it back to the beef. After King Von's death, T.I. posted some message about stopping violence in Atlanta, which didn't land well. People saw it as tone deaf, and King Von's own sister called T.I. out, basically begging 50 to step in and handle it. And 50, being 50, obliged. He went straight for T.I., telling him to chill and that he was bugging for even commenting. He even threw in a classic 50 threat asking, "What hood you from again?" It was clear this beef was far from over, and 50 was ready to escalate at any moment.
You So Tough, to everyone listening to it, is an awesome song. Listen carefully, actually you don't have to even listen that carefully. There's a line in there directed at another rapper in the game.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
What line? What rapper you talking about?
It was a line that has you questioning that you have, is it true you have the best lawyers in the game?
I feel like I do.
Okay.
I have a great legal team.
And you asked them a question that if you got caught with 10 weapons in your car, you would have seen 10 years, maybe 9.
What makes you feel like there's a line to a rapper?
It just seemed to be very coincidental with the timing of things that are going on.
So now, here we are with the Diddy drama in full swing, and 50 Cent is lurking ready to pounce. Rumor has it T.I was almost cast in 50's Power series, but lost the role because he couldn't stop taking pot shots at 50. T.I denies it naturally, but you know 50 is petty enough for that to be true. And now the big question, what's gonna be in this documentary? Will 50 finally drop the receipts on T.I and those Diddy parties? Will he rehash the Crime Stoppers drama and the snitching allegations? You know, 50 is playing chess while everyone else is playing checkers, so you can bet he's got something big planned. Get ready, folks, because this ain't over. Not by a long shot.
That's like, will you deliver the line for me 1 second? I don't want to do it injustice.
You use real life situations to create something that's entertaining without being specific. That's entertainment to me. Like if I had an issue, when have you known me to be indirect with an issue?
Oh, you're pretty direct.
Right, so if I had a problem with any artist, trust me, they would know. You see what I'm saying? When I take it and I write that, it's because a lot of people think that. And they're not saying it because they're cowardly people. You see what I'm saying? So when you write it and you put it there and you leave it and say, watch, let me watch and see what happens. And there's so much controversy around it, you didn't say anything. Then you go, see, they think that. They just won't say it to them because they're a bunch of punks.
Will you drop the line for me? That line that starts off with about having the best lawyers.
I got the best lawyers money can buy. They said it would have got me 10 or maybe 9. I said, well, how do you explain how homie breathes? So to keep your mouth shut or you eat the cheese. You so tough.
Are you telling me that's not directed at a specific rapper?
Well, I can't. With my intentions, if I have a problem, you know, me, my MO, and I would just say something. You know, so it's not really directed at him. It's me taking real life situations that these things are relevant to hip hop. Period. You see what I'm saying? So I take it and I make something that's interesting enough for people to sink their teeth into, and then I move forward. If you have beef, then we make it beef.
Can you understand? Well, you know me, I'm direct too. Is that line about T.I?
Absolutely, for the public to decide.
How are you dealing with when, like, the 50 cents are coming at you?
Well, I mean, honestly, man, like, to be perfectly honest with you, man, I gotta deal with each situation as how I hear it come out of the person's mouth. You can misinterpret songs, lyrics, you know what I'm saying? When you're being interviewed and someone asks you, how do you feel about this? I gotta take that. I gotta take your verbal rather than listen to your lyrics and jump to a conclusion. And when I heard him speaking on it, he said he wasn't talking about me, you know what I'm saying? And me and 50 always had a decent rapport, you know? It wasn't never nothing negative. So, and like he said this in conversation. At the same time, he said, man, he's never had a problem with saying people's names when he's speaking on them. And like that's not like 50. If he going at somebody, he usually say their name and make it known. It's usually not ever whether or not. You know what I'm saying? And so I think that it's just unnecessary to jump to a conclusion and, you know, create an issue where there is none.
What do you think? Is T.I about to get fully exposed in 50's documentary? Were those freak-off parties really as wild as they say? Drop your theories in the comments below. And if you're loving this drama, smash that like button, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss the next bow Dan we drop. Until next time, stay shady.